I once had a beloved housefly named Frank. Francis was his proper name.
On the certificate. And this was, may I briefly talk about Frank before you go on with your story?
Yes.
So Donna, some things are like a bit, it's kind of comedy for the radio.
Sure, yeah.
Donna was talking about this fly casually, saying, there's been this fly in my kitchen and he's just like there all the time. But then started to talk about how she kind of looked forward to seeing him. Now,
when I'd wake up.
Had your dog Max had recently passed
away, yes. So
she was in.
No, it's sad, and I can't make fun of her.
No, you still can, Don.
I wanted to kill it, and then I'm like, I don't know if I can. So I started like waking up and seeing the fly and going, "Good morning," and talking to it. I know.
And then it was great. Too bad we don't have access to it. I don't think anymore. Marley even recorded a song as a part of after he did pass.
Oh yeah,
a way of sort of eulogizing.
Is it still in the system?
Frank, it might be somewhere deep in there.
If you search Frankie or Frank,
look under. It should be under Donna's Telltale Signs. That folder that I started, but then she really developed this affinity. So she would talk about Frankie, and he's there, and my fly.
Just like an unlikely friend.
And then, like it's a rom-com, and then Frankie, stopped coming around as much. I don't want to use too graphic of terminology here for poor Donna, but Frankie stopped coming by, and so we can only assume that
she kicked it.
The worst had happened.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably drowned or something.
Wow.
Oh boy. It was a whole thing. But it was like a week. And I'm like, don't these things like die in a day or two? He lasted a long time. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is the Daily Mail has a story about a teenager whose BFF is a bumblebee.
Okay.
A very large bumblebee.
Have you ever been stung by one of those?
Yep. In the head.
Oh my God. Mine was on the hand, and that was bad enough.
It's pretty bad. And they don't die afterwards.
No.
They can keep stinging you.
Is this like the big black kind? Like it's big and thick and furry, black and yellow?
Black and yellow, yeah. It's very...
Oh my gosh, why does this woman have this bee on its neck? On her neck?
Yeah, because it's her best friend, dude.
Oh my gosh, this sucks.
It loves her. If you read the whole story. So basically what happened was this 13-year-old girl is walking her dog and she sees this really large bumblebee in the middle of the road with a crumpled wing. And so she tried to put it in a safer spot, like on some flowers at a nearby park. Well, the thing followed her home. So it kept...
One last sting.
No, the thing, it's been weeks now, and it just crawls up her hair. It sleeps in a little pot by her bed.
Because it can't fly. It can't get away.
No, it's recovered. It's recovered.
Now it's just developed an attachment.
Yes. So she puts it aside of her bed, and the little pot doesn't have a lid on it, but she wakes up and it's still there. And then if she walks out of the house, the bee
flies with her.
Yeah.
It flies.
It crawls on her face. She
Dawn,
loves
there's a picture of her holding it at a bowling alley, and the Daily Mail caption beneath the photo, Ever the journalist, just says, the insect, whose wing is now recovered, went bowling with Lacey and 14 other members of her family earlier this month.
14. It went bowling. It
and
went
it
in the
stayed
bowling
with
alley.
her.
This is a good story, Donna.
Thanks, Dawn.
It really is. That is so weird.
Unlikely friendships. It's bonkers. It is. 90% of it. You're not a bad bee. You're a great bee. She's on her 90% of the day. It's beautiful.
That's, what if I stopped short of beautiful? And just said, that's an interesting story that I, in kindness, would choose not to judge and critique.
What if it's her dead grandmother?
Or what if it's not? I'm going to go with that side of the argument.
That's my story. I saw something else I'll tell you guys about.
I like it.
Ben Affleck. You could tell he's totally doing this on purpose because he knows the paparazzi's following him.
You think he's loving the attention? Where have these cameras been all my life?
I don't know. I don't know if he needs the attention, but he was seen at Tiffany out looking into a jewelry box that has nothing but engagement rings in it. And he knows that they're going to write this up.
Mm.
It's just so thirsty.
Do you think did Jennifer Lopez give back her other engagement rings? Because she's been engaged like 5 times.
I don't think
he got
so.
her like a huge
Pink?
2-carat pink diamond. I think.
He did back in the day.
And I
Yeah.
believe she
Right.
still has it.
How about we just
use that one?
reuse it?
Yeah.
Recycle, reuse.
Or
Let's go
the-
green.
Maybe you just give it a different setting. So
Sure.
it's just, ugh. But speaking of Tiffany,
This is beautiful. What do you mean? He's going. You know, he's in love. He's
it's
happy.
weird. It's so
Okay.
weird.
All right.